Well, hello. Hey, you guys. This is Rowan Cook speaking for stars2012.com. I'm not seeing any visual on the camera. Um, Not really sure if things are coming along and doing well or not. We're going to try and just work with this just for a few minutes and see what happens. And if everything goes well, I might stay on here and just talk for a few minutes. But if not, I may uh, log off and then try again in a little bit. I do not see any image there over on the screen that indicates that the camera is doing what it's supposed to. It's supposed to be a live broadcast. Let's see what is there. See what screen share is. The cameraman. And down here on the control room. Oddly enough, I'm not seeing any representation on the other side of the screen as far as what's what and what's not. So I have to ask you, what's going on? Links, YouTube page, video embed. Well, in any event, I'm assuming that the camera is seeing an image, and as this is a trial run, test run, we're just going to see how this thing works. And if it does well, I'll talk on some later live presentations. But for the sake of stars and the creation of just really awe-inspiring nighttime stargazing rooms, stars that only come out at night, just like it was that in your bedroom, someone reached down and removed the ceiling and you were looking out at the stars as if you were laying on the ground pointing up, as if someone put a piece of glass on your ceiling. You know, we've worked at this for quite a while. We've had the occasion where we go into people's homes, we sit and talk with them, and they just look at us kind of strangely whenever we show them what we can do. I wonder what it's going to cost. I wonder what the outcome's going to be. And, you know, what we have the ability to do is just this. We can create either a portal that is 30 to 36 inches. That might be the smallest portal we would do on ceiling. Or depending upon how large the room is, we could make it maybe as long or in diameter as 12 or 15 feet. Now, having said that, we try and focus because the Hubble telescope, through the last 20 plus years it's been up going around the Earth, has photographed some mighty incredible images. And as a matter of fact, with several of its rotations around the Earth, and its ability to be computer controlled and focused just in a space according to coordinates, even as it goes around the Earth. Hubble has been able to focus on some of the darkest, blackest, lack of light positioning that was possible. And they, over a period of time, still showed that there was tens upon millions of stars that were beyond the ability to have sent light that our eyes can see. Just a fantastic thing. So whenever I pull out the different types of books that have the images that Hubble has created and publishers have put into print. I want everyone to know that we can replicate or near replicate, as should be said, because a copyrighted image is a copyrighted image. We can create a similar kind of image that would have deep space star constellations and deep space nebula, and just make it so that what you'd like to see, by whatever choice you'd like to see, whether it's the common the North Star, the Polaris Star, and the Big Dipper, and the stars that kind of radiate out from that. People commonly want to see, if they are seeing the Northern Hemisphere stars. And if they're from South America or Africa or even Australia, you guys ought to know that they are not seeing the same stars that we see in the United States. It's a different set of stars for them every year. I reckon a lot of people might not understand that. But we have the ability to just sit and share, talk a little bit, help people to get comfortable, and decide whether we're going to do a portal, a 3 to 12 or 15 foot portal on the ceiling, whether we're actually going to try and do a full ceiling as if you're looking at the major constellations that would include everything that can be put up within that ceiling as a canvas for star creations, even bring them down the walls, maybe 8, 12, 15 inches, so that you've got the full ceiling effect. Or we can do the entire room and make it so that you're feeling, yes, even as you're laying on the bed, you could be, after a time, as you lay back and stargaze, you could have the feeling of sitting in your Easy Boy as if it was sitting up in a crater on the moon, just watching the stars just kind of twirl right on by. We've had the anticipation build at different times. We take mom and dad in the room, and we actually take the children in, and we have to play with them a bit. And you know, this might sound a little bit unusual, but you know, in one instance there was 1, 2, 3, 4. There were 5 people in the room besides myself. We go into the totally darkened room, and we have everyone just kind of close their eyes and get prepared to have the unveiling ceremony come about. And you know, on one occasion there was a unusual sound there. Mom and dad were on one side of the bed, and they didn't know what to expect. And their 3 children were sitting down on the floor, and I was working with them trying to get their eyes closed. And then there was this knocking sound. That was a knock, 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 just continuing to knock, 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 knock. And I didn't know what it was. And I was looking around kind of in the dark, trying to figure out what was going on. And you know, it took a few minutes thereafter, but we went ahead and showed, after 3 or 4 minutes of talking and just making some fun with everybody, we showed the stars and what we created, and the wows and the oohs and the ahs and all of this that happened after that was just incredible, like it always is. We always build excitement. And you know what? As it played out, that knocking that was happening was a nervous tick of the husband in that family. His foot was just going, just kicking away, just like he was so nervous and excited with anticipation that he couldn't keep his foot still. Well, you'd have to have been there to see that. But whenever I tell you that we create excitement with every presentation we make, you can believe we do that. It takes time to create a portal. It takes less time to create a smaller portal than it does to one that's, say, 10 or 12 feet. And then it takes even so much more time if a person was going to be doing a 12-foot portal. It's nearly the size of the full ceiling in a lot of the family rooms or bedrooms that we go in and make those kinds of things with. But my intent was just to make an effort to see about this new Google Hangouts and to make a live broadcast presentation, even really without anyone on the other end knowing what I was talking about, without having advertised and brought anyone to this Google Hangout. And our web page that we advertise in southern West Virginia is the web page http://stars2012.com. For those people that follow after, and for those people locally that this might be presented to, we've carried this out to the Raleigh County, what was known as the Armory, changed to the Raleigh County Beckley Convention Center some years ago, and have had some of the local radio personalities sit and talk about this, advertise it some. But as of right now, this new thing with live Hangouts version 2, I suppose, we're giving it a whirl. And we'd simply like to invite you to go to stars2012.com. And we appreciate your interest. And if you have any further interest in contacting me, you can do that by texting or calling 304-228-6662. I'm on Facebook there as A Painter of Dreams. A Painter is together with one word, and of Dreams is a second name for the last name. Check us out, talk to us, come see us, call us, whatever you want to do. Thank you. Bye now.